Hello and welcome to another Conscious Coffee Chat episode. This is episode 2, and I'm sitting here with my nice coffee in a mug today that says, "Where you lead, I will follow." And I love this mug because it reminds me that we have divine guidance, connecting to our previous episode, talking about divine guidance and how we're all, um, yeah, guided by a higher, bigger red thread that kind of brings us to the right situations, the right people. And it also is from a TV show called Gilmore Girls. I don't know if you know it. Was obsessed with Gilmore Girls. I still watch it every now and then because it's my go to familiar series. And it brings me also right into today's topic, and that is the movie of our life and the movies in our life. And I want to chat a little bit about movies. So I was a very big movie fan. Like I when I was 16, I worked in the cinema to make popcorn, but I watched so many movies. I loved it. And I was in theater for a very long time as well. And I was binge watching so many series and so many movies as well. Uh, and that was fun. That was totally fun. But something shifted after I went inside. And I knew, like, sometimes when I was watching these movies or the series for so long, I felt very bad after. Not because I knew like I shouldn't do this, but just like my energy was not there. Like I just didn't feel as relaxed as I would have expected to be after watching a show and doing nothing, you know. Um, and and then I went inside. Then I had this, I don't know what people call spiritual awakening. Was a gradual thing for me, as I always say, but I started to less and less watch movies and TV shows. And when I moved to Ireland, I completely got rid of my TV and I didn't buy a new one. And I think even before I didn't really watch anymore. So because I was reading so much that I didn't have the time as well to watch. Like my priorities have shifted in a way. So that's one thing. I don't have the time. I spent the time creating. I spent the time creating for you, writing and reading. And it gives me way more energy than watching TV, actually. And the more I dove deep into the topic of energy and into the topic of um, this world beyond, I realized that um, the movies or the stuff I was consuming really shaped my thoughts as well. And as I started to consciously direct my thoughts, I realized that a lot of these movies are not really serving me well, you know? And I'm just slowly getting back to every now and then watching something, but I'm very picky about it. And I think the last movie that I've watched in the cinema was Hamnet, and that was before, like, I think it was 5 years, 6 years that I haven't been to a cinema. So that was interesting because that was the first time I could watch a movie without being sucked into the movie, which was a little bit of a different experience. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm taking a sip here. Mm. So what I what I really find interesting is how much we consume these days, like how much, and not necessarily even voluntarily. Like I go into the city and there's music playing, I go, like there's so much everywhere. And as someone who's susceptible to energies and to frequencies, it can be quite overwhelming, and then we can get quite drained, and we don't sometimes don't even realize why. And then we have the stories that are being told in these movies and in the series and everything. And I can tell you, this will be a part of my book as well. When um, the the stuff I watched shaped my thinking about love so much. I had such a wrong image from all these movies. And it's not what you think. That's the interesting thing, because we always end a romance movie with, yeah, that just happens in the movies and stuff like that. So we already dismiss that and say, like, oh, that's just a story. But, but that's exactly the part that's true. I think you're saying no, Nico, you're crazy. It's not the part that's true. But yeah, I will tell you, I show you. I cannot cover that all in this episode today, but bear with me on that one. Um, I have pretty amazing insights on that one. So yeah, but uh, I think there's this saying, um, we are what we consume, right? And I am far more aware now what I consume, and what I let into my world of thought, you know? Um, and it's not easy. It's not easy because you feel left out as well. Everybody's talking about a movie and you have no idea what it is about. It's like, well, you know? So that's part of it as well. However, I want to encourage you in today's episode to think about, what are you consuming? What are you consuming most of the days? And how is it shaping your thoughts? How is it shaping your internal world? How is it shaping your view, your world view? How is what you're consuming shaping your world view? Because that's what it does as well. And is that the worldview you want to have? I repeat that because it's so important. How is what you consume shaping your world view? And is that the world view you want to have? And is that the world view that really feels aligned with you? Because if not, there's a simple way: just change what you consume. And that is part of self love. And that is a different thing than to, for me, it was not like I was giving up. Every time we say we want to give up something, give up alcohol, give up sugar, give up binge watching, give up social media, we kind of pressure us and scold us in the same time. At the same time, we say, like, this is not good for us, we are giving it up. But we can just refocus and shift our energy on something else. Instead of actively giving that up, we can just say, we're taking on something else. I didn't give up watching movies. I just focused my time on reading and writing. And that allows me that every now and then I can watch a movie and I don't need to scold myself for that. And I can be very aware what I'm doing there. And I can be also aware and say, like, I just use this today to just have a different kind of movie in my mind. But it's a different energy than if I pressure myself into not doing it, because every time we want to not do something, we do it even more because the brain cannot process the not. So I'm saying, okay, I'm not going to scroll. I do it even more. If I say, today I will like look for every bit of nature that I can get, we automatically scroll less, right? So what can you do more of to do less of what you don't want to do anymore? So what can you do more of? Perfect, that's it. And then let yourself be led by divine guidance. And I'm telling you, it will be a wild and beautiful ride. Have a great day. Bye bye.